I'm Gayleen Aitken. I'm the creator of Kahuna Mist and Natural Body Flow. My interest is in finding ways to bring our body back to the natural movement that it's designed for. And today I'd like to talk to you about lower back pain and neck pain. Now, if you're experiencing these things, it may be because your feet are out of alignment. When your feet are out of alignment, your whole body has to adjust itself at the joints to keep you upright and functioning. I've found the most significant adjustment is made here in the ribs, where they come forward and they tilt up a little, and that shifts the pelvis forward, and it deepens the curve of your lower back, making it really weak and unstable. And the muscles now around this area have to hang on to the lower back. So when you're moving, there's a restricted range of motion now. And then also the neck, the head comes forward, and all muscles around the neck, the upper shoulder girdle area, even into the jaw, the skull, and into the forehead, they become really tight, hanging on to the head, keeping it upright. So when we move, there's a natural wave-like flow that goes through the skeleton. So it's a rebound. It comes up from the earth and drops back down into our feet, and then it's pushed up from the earth. So we get this articulation through the joints and the organs as well too. Everything is affected by this natural movement of our body. But when the body's out of alignment and we have this adjustment in the joints, this movement then becomes very restricted. So in the spine, because the ribs are out of alignment, and the tension of the muscles holding them in this position over a long period of time, they become very dry and hard. So there's not a lot of movement here. It's like a block of concrete sometimes. So that wave-like movement as we walk, it becomes restricted to the two areas of the spine that aren't girded by the ribs, which is the lower back and the neck, and in particular the lower back. It takes on a lot more work than what it was designed for. So it's in this unstable position, and then it's doing work that the thoracic spine is designed for, which is to deflex the body. So instead of the ribs moving as we come forward, the lower back deepens the curve, and we have this movement like that when we're, for instance, bending forward and lifting something instead of the back rounding. So you can see what's happening here. It's a structural problem. Now, what I've found is it's better to approach the ribs and the thoracic spine and get that softened and get some life back into it, which is going to take the load off the lower back, and in doing so, the neck can, the tension in the neck can soften and the head can come back into alignment, which is all going to feed into the change in position in the feet. So it's kind of hard to know, where do we start, because nothing is separate in the body, it's all connected. So I found that approaching the body in another place from where the pain is, and to get that moving, which will create a flow-on effect into that unstable, painful area. And in this case, it's your lower back and your neck. So there's two things I'd like to share with you today. They're rest positions, and they're very pleasurable. And the only problem you may have with it is allowing yourself to rest for any length of time. But they're valuable, and they're worth experimenting with, and if you continue with these positions, you'll eventually find that you will be able to rest for longer periods of time. The first thing you're going to need is a quiet space. You'll need a place by yourself. You'll need a comfortable position on the floor. I've just got a nice mat here. It's soft enough for me. You need this firm position for the bones to settle. And turn the media off. Don't think that this is a time where you can catch up on your reading or watching the news. This is a time for you to be with yourself and to allow the self-healing of the body to kick in and find that rest it really needs. So you'll need a bolster. I've got a yoga bolster here, so it's quite firm. Those soft, foamy, squishy ones aren't going to work for this. You'll need something like that. If you don't have a bolster, you can use some folded blankets. So that's about the height. And something for your head. So I'll just use one of these blankets here. It's my pillow. I'm going to lie back on the bolster in that particular area of the thoracic spine. So it's up towards the top of the shoulder blades. And I'm going to lay back onto the bolster, resting there at that point in my spine. My feet flat on the floor. I want my legs to be, or my feet to be as much in alignment as I can have them comfortably. So alignment is when they're aligned with the hip socket here at the front. And if you're not sure, just bring them to wherever they feel stable and comfortable. The neck pillow, just adjust it so that you've got a long neck. Now if you lie back and your head's back like that, just lift it up a little so that you've got a long neck. Your chin is more towards your chest. The arms, I find it's nice to have them open like this. If this becomes uncomfortable, you can change your position. If you have torn shoulder cuff problems or anything going on in the shoulder, and this is just too big an opening for your shoulder, just take something like a folded blanket, place it under your arm, and that reduces that angle. And if during this time of rest your arms get uncomfortable, you can change the position. Close your eyes and focus on your breath without judging it or thinking it should be this or it should be that, and you're struggling with it. Simply feel it, sense it, notice the rhythm of it. And then as your body and your mind settle, start to sense how your body is moved by your breath. And you feel it especially in your belly. And just let your belly move as you breathe, and you start to sense the natural movement of your body as you breathe. And as you do this, you can use your imagination. So if you imagine that as you exhale and you feel the softening back of your belly, just imagine it's softening all the way back to your spine, and your spine and your ribs sink in a little deeper into the floor. So you get this feeling that your body is beginning to be shaped like a hammock or the letter C. Everything is dropping back to the floor, lengthening, letting go. And so you just lay here for as long as you like. And like I said in the beginning, it could be, you could feel really jittery because you're not used to resting like this. You're always on and everything is coming in, and you're looking out, out, out. And you're exhausted, but you can't get off that that wheel. So if you can put yourself into this position and just stay here as long as you can, and then try it again, and you'll find that each time you move into this position, it's going to become very or a lot easier for your nervous system to switch into that rest phase. And then you come up, you come onto your side, you use your elbow to sit up, keep your head down, and then you're going to shift that bolster up against the wall. If you've got short hamstrings, and I'm guessing that you have if you've got lower back problems, you want to keep the bolster a little away from the wall, about that far away from the wall. You're going to come up the wall, bring your legs up the wall. I find it easiest and the best for the lower back if you bring the bolster up against the your back of your pelvis, come back and then spin. Use your legs against the wall to get yourself into position. Again, the arms open at your side. So there's not such an angle here as before, and it could be quite comfortable now if you've got stuff going on in your shoulders. You won't need anything underneath your head here, and you can put your hands anywhere. Just don't have them over your head at this stage. And you just wait here, breathing, again sensing the movement of your breath in your body. And you just let everything settle back to the floor. The softening of your body, the feeling of safety, sensing the floor is there to support you, and all that muscular tension of holding your body can soften. You can rest. To come out of this, you slide your feet down the wall, and you go like you're going to push the wall away quite gently, and that's going to lift your pelvis up. You push the bolster out and come down gently, and just lay here for a few breaths. You can feel that, oh my goodness, the spine, especially the lower back, feels flatter onto the floor. It's longer. What a relief. And to come up, come over onto your side again, and again keep your head down. And when you sit up, just gradually bring the back of the head to the wall behind you, so you're not lifting your chin to lift your head up. It shortens the neck. That's it today. I have another video that I'll be posting about more lower back and neck solutions, movements, rest positions. It's going to give you options, things that you can do for yourself, because you are self-healing, you're self-adjusting. And if you can learn to trust yourself and let your body find its natural position and natural movement, there's going to be a lot more comfort and ease in your body. Thank you for watching.